What is going on, guys? Samuel Deviews here, and today you're gonna get 2 episode reviews for the price of 1. As today I'm here about 2 episodes, both actually are from The Walking Dead. As I'm here to review these, what's going to be the supposed finale of season 10, whilst talking about the series premiere of the latest series, The Walking Dead World Beyond. And sometimes episodes I will be mentioning spoilers, I will be discussing them in detail, so there will be spoilers. Give it one. So let's continue by discussing The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 16, A Certain Doom. So A Certain Doom was originally going to be the actual finale to Season 10, but because it didn't fill all the way, and all the stuff with COVID that's going on, and I don't need to mention all the crazy things that COVID's caused a lot with this year. Man, I really hope that COVID ends soon. Anyway, now we finally get what was supposed to be the original finale of the show, and honestly, for me personally, I thought it was actually pretty worth it, honestly. And it's also going to be the actual end to the actual Whisperer saga, and we also got the return of Maggie Bree. That's what this episode really delivers. Again, it basically kind of delivers what the last episode left off. And then you kind of see a little bit of Eugene, Gabriel, Miko, and Princess, who I feel is honestly going to be a fan favorite character. Like, the group doesn't have much screen time, but the moments that have really do stand out. But in a good way, obviously. Again, I feel Princess is really going to be a standout character down the road. Like, her personality is just, oh my god, hilarious. Especially a line that she's like, Jean, like, in the episode is like, oh my god, that was hilarious. I love this character. But basically, got a lot of characters basically just wearing, like, walker stuff and trying to just basically walk and trying to figure out a way to get rid of all the walkers, and they figure out, and they end up having to kill all the Whisperers. You get a lot of the real gore that the show is kind of known for having, which is sometimes you get a lot of close calls that happen, and you get a lot of great moments between Carol and Lydia, which because Lydia kind of gave Carol for what happened to her later on in season 10, which we basically kind of tricked her and she ended up running off. Like, he also gets good moments between her and Negan. Like, those two really work very well with each other. Well, like, it really goes through a lot here, not knowing what to actually do her still after, Alfred's death and all that. And talk about more in a little bit. Basically, you get a lot of kills, a lot of great moments, and then you get the official death of Beta. Yes, Beta ends up getting killed, and basically how he does that. Of course, you see Negan basically trying to confront him and all that, and Beta basically tries to avenge that, but then Bill ends up like stabbing him in each eye, which is like, how it was done was just like, oh my god, that was just freaking wow. I'm sorry, that was all, and then kind of get a lot of flashbacks and all that stuff, and he just, that was honestly one of the most beautiful moments ever on the show. Not just because of Bill's death and all, but just how it was done was just like, how he basically just gets to find the walkers, and you also get this little funny moment basically Nia recognizes him because they did reveal that Beta was actually a country singer. A couple episodes ago, that Beta was actually a country singer before the whole apocalypse happened. And it was like, nothing. And you have to get more with Gabriel. Like, I was, for 1 minute, thought that Gabriel was actually going to die. Like, I really thought Gabriel was going to die. And then Maggie, and then some Mapasane, and then we actually see Maggie. Yeah, Maggie really especially returns to the show. Again, don't see much yet, but it just feels great seeing her return. And you also get this little moment her with Judith as well that was like, aww. But I'm happy to see Maggie back. Like, I'm not sure what they're going to do for her character, but I'm really happy to see her come. Again, wasn't sure if Maggie was actually going to end up returning on the show. Like she actually was supposed to be back on the show as like a full cast member, because she was originally going to be on that show with Cavalier. That's going to be like a new thing for her, but I don't know how that went. So she's back in that full-time camera. She's going to be in the whole final season, which I'm actually not complaining. But you also get Judith being Judith, some really good moments between all these characters, and especially Lydia and Carol as she was about to lead a horde to basically off the cliff, and then Carol and then we thought that Carol's going to be suicide, which considering that they actually revealed it. Honestly, they also should have revealed that Carol and Daryl were going to have a show together. Like, well, they probably shouldn't have done that. Being Carol ends up taking the heroes, I believe, kind of last second, and get moment where Billy basically throws her mom's mask off the cliff. Like, that was just beautiful and wonderful, and it's gonna be interesting when they do really down the road, and especially with a lot of characters. Like, man, we're in for one hell of a season all day. Again, gets rumors again this little moment we see Maggie and Drew reunite, and then get a great moment between Carol Dale. Like, I fucking like Carol Dale always has some of the most heartfelt moments in the entire show. And basically, Dale saying promise to Carol that she's still there for. They were definitely on a rocky ground throughout a lot of the season, and for good reason, honestly. But this was a great moment. And the danger characters, I'm happy to have a show involved with them. I'm happy it's Carol Dale. Like, I'm not gonna say they should like have a romance relationship, or whatever. I'm not. Honestly, I don't care if they do, honestly. But honestly, I'm definitely happy seeing these characters. I'm definitely overall happy. Happy seeing these two characters, Richard. Definitely get some credit. That's basically because we go back to seeing where Eugene and they feel they might have missed Stephanie, and of course they don't feel who Stephanie is. I'm sure they will at some point, which I thought point gets like another 2021. And then basically they get accosted by these large group of heavily armed soldiers wearing white and body armor who force to put weapons. And I'm not sure what that's going to change. They also get this. We finally see Connie, as we finally see her. Because I don't think we haven't really seen her since what happened, and where Carol basically ends up almost killing everybody and almost coming on the ground, like, was basically weak and all that, and then she is found, and then we found by this guy who I wasn't sure it was, and I remember, oh, that's Virgil, like, the guy that pretty much kidnapped her, that pretty much promised them the weapons and pretty much drugged her and other people. That's gonna be interesting. That's what I was going to do, man. I think this is honestly another fantastic episode, and this demonstrates why season 10 is honestly my favorite season of the show, honestly. Like, I'm still being one I still should do a season 10 ranking, honestly, because they're all going to be like 6 more episodes, and you guys know this next season 11 is going to be the last season of the show, and they're going to do like a Carol Dale spin-off down the road, which I feel they probably shouldn't have done with those characters, or I feel they shouldn't reveal it at least as they're doing with those characters. They should feel like another spin-off. But I'm definitely overall very satisfied with this episode. Honestly, I think the way it was worth it, honestly. Like, it isn't like the most epic finale, but it's definitely still has a lot of the heart, a lot of the emotion, and a lot of the greatness of what made this season probably my favorite season of the show, honestly. Like, I don't feel this possibly might be my favorite season of the show, and this season kind of demonstrates why, honestly. And delivers on a lot of elements of what made Walking Dead such a great show in the first place, while also delivering some new aspects to it. Sorry, but anyway, overall, this is fantastic, and I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with the last 3 episodes of the show. It's crazy that the main show's finally going to end. I mean, sure, the spin-offs kind of live on all that, but yeah, overall, fantastic episode. And now we get to the series premiere episode on the new Walking Dead series. It's the second spin-off titled The Walking Dead World Beyond. And basically, we took place in Nebraska 10 years after the apocalypse. We got some people in this little community, and to film they can't really trust them, people and what they're saying and doing. They said to go off into the world and probably experience it themselves and also search for certain people. As the people follow are Iris, Hope, Elton, and Silas. And going in, I really wasn't sure what to really expect from this. And I hope I would enjoy it, but again, I wasn't overall sure because it did seem an intriguing idea and all that. And after watching the first episode, I would say I'm definitely intrigued, and in a good way. I am definitely overall intrigued by this premiere. I'm just not sure how I'm going to feel about it overall down the road. I'm hoping I just won't let it get better, because it is a good premiere overall. I'm just not sure how to feel about certain things at the moment, like especially when it comes to the characters. Like I said, the actors all really doing their best with the roles, especially the actress that plays Iris, I think Elia Royal, and the actress that plays Hope, Alexa Manister. I think that's her name. I think they're all very new actresses, and seem like they could be very good ones down the road, so again, I think it's really all the characters that I feel I'm not sure how I'm going to feel, because because they really haven't really popped in my mind yet. Whatever, I'm not sure how to exactly feel about them as characters just yet. But overall, you get some fun moments here. You get some pretty good interaction. You get some good sense of who these characters are. I'm just not really not sure how to really feel about them down the road. Especially the actor that plays Elizabeth, especially the character of Elizabeth and the character of Felix. Not really sure how to feel about them just yet. You do get some also some funny moments, some pretty cute and fun overall moments as well. You get some pretty intriguing aspects, but just involving after all these dreams that have been, you get these kind of flashbacks that are going on there. Feel could be very interesting down the road, actually. I don't know what to kind of expect from this one, and I'm not 100% sure how I'm really going to feel this one, but I feel like there's only like 2 seasons of this show. It's not going to be like big like the previous show is going to be only a 2-season show, which is interesting. I'm sorry if I'm kind of all over the place here, but overall I will say, again, this is a good premiere. This is a good premiere overall. I am overall still intrigued of what they're going to do with this season down the road, or what they're going to do. I'm just not 100% sure how I'm going to feel about the characters, how I'm going to feel about certain things that are going to happen. I want this also to be a 2-season show, but I'm overall very intrigued to see what they're going to do with this down the road. It was still a good premiere. Just to think that I'm not really 100% sure how to feel about this yet, and hopefully the season will definitely win me over.